Hello there, my name is Sophie and welcome to this week's video. This week I thought I'd do a little update because as of today, I'm filming this on Friday the 3rd of July. It's been 16 weeks since my boyfriend and I started isolating, I guess. Lockdown in the UK I think technically started a week later, but on the 13th of March I came home from uni and I didn't leave the house again for, well no, I did leave the house because we had to go shopping, but the world as we knew it did not resume. This isn't necessarily 16 weeks in quarantine because I have been to the shops because I have to, because there isn't any delivery slots. So I just thought I'd have a chat about where we're at, what we're doing, stuff like that. Realistically, not that much has changed since the last update I filmed. I think I filmed 11 weeks. And at that point I thought, oh, it would have been nice if I'd done 4 weeks, then 8 weeks, and you know, like actually documented it. But there's been 1, 2, 3 full months of lockdown. I don't know when you officially count that lockdown is over because the non-essential shops have started reopening. I went to Primark the other day. Things are kind of starting to get back to normal. Me and my partner are going away with my dad next week because my dad lives alone, so we can be part of his social bubble and then go on a little holiday together. We are going to a place called Ashbourne in the Peak District. My family used to go there a lot when we were kids. It's an area that I've always wanted to show my boyfriend because we used to go there so regularly and I'm so fond of it. But my dad offered to take us away, so excuse me. So we're at a point where in the UK we can go on little holidays. I saw a headline this morning about how if you go to low risk countries you don't have to do 2 weeks of isolation when you get back, but you may have to do 2 weeks of isolation when you go. Lockdown wise, I guess we're still spending 90% of our time inside the house. We're trying to go on walks more. We've both started this Couch to 5k thing. I say we both started. I wanted to start it and then Lucas was like, okay, well I want to lose a bit of weight so I guess I'll do it too. And then day one he was quite enthusiastic about it and he did really well. He did the full Couch to 5k run. Well, kind of problem, like it wasn't easy for him, but he did really well. And then we've both been struggling with sore legs over the past couple of days, so he wasn't as enthusiastic this morning, but we did it. And I'm really enjoying going out and doing something fitness related. Yeah, unessential shops, non-essential shops, I don't know what the actual phrase is, but shops that aren't compulsory to living were allowed to reopen in the UK 2 weeks ago, I think on the 15th of June off the top of my head. So me and my partner braved going into town on the 1st of July for 2 reasons. One, because I put myself on a spending ban in June, so there was no point going into town to see all these open shops because I wasn't letting myself spend anything, so there was literally no point. But in July I knew that I wanted to get some more workout gear, and we just wanted to get out the house, I guess. So we went into town and we wore masks and everything, but I reckon there was maybe 5% of the people we saw wearing masks. And a lot of people, the shopping centre near us is kind of like a circle and they've put tape down and they've got arrows and it's meant to be like, not one way per se, but like directional. And like so many people just don't know how arrows work and it baffles me. We have the same thing in Asda, it's meant to be a one-way system, but it's just, people are so dumb. I just can't, there's no other way to word it. They're either dumb or ignorant, and I think I'd rather they were dumb than ignorant, because then, I mean, at least it's not a choice. And I went and had a good old mooch in Waterstones and it was lovely, but I don't have any money so I couldn't buy anything. But it was nice to at least go and look at all the books, and I added a few books to my want to read list on Goodreads. If you want to follow my reading adventures, I'll leave a link to my Goodreads in the description. I'm now on I'm about to start my 29th book of the year and I'm really proud of myself because this is a habit that I've wanted to make and has stuck. It's been 6 months and I've read 28 books and I'm really proud of myself. And on this holiday next week we're going to this independent bookstore. Well, it's like a book barn. It's like massively discounted books. When I was a kid I used to buy, I think it was 10 books for 40 quid, which is insane value, and we're going there and I'm really excited because I've run out of physical books to read in this house. I've got my Kindle charging over there because I'm going to read some of the books that I've got on there, and I'm not against Kindle reading, I just love a paperback, so I'm excited to get some more books in the house. All of my other books are at my mum's house, and before we moved I put them all into carrier bags with intent to just bring one carrier bag over at a time so I could read them all and not feel overwhelmed by how many books I have. So I'm going to pick up a carrier bag of books from my mum, and I'm really excited about it. Parking was free, which was a bonus because the shopping centre near us has a ticketless parking system, so you put your registration plate in at the end and it scans it at the beginning and it tells you how much you have to pay, and then you have 20 minutes to leave or whatever. But because they don't want lots of people touching the screens, they've just made parking free, which was a big bonus. I still can't go back to uni because that's still closed and it's the summer holidays now, so I don't think it would have been open anyway. Food shopping is fine. The thing that we most regularly can't buy is risotto rice, and bacon lardons have been out of stock for 2 weeks now, which is very odd, but fine, I guess. I kind of wanted to make this video because at the beginning of this quarantine and the whole pandemic, everyone was saying like, oh, we're living through history, and one of my assignments for uni was changed into making a 4-week lockdown vlog. And what I did was, it had to be more than just vlogging because it was for uni and it was meant to be kind of filmy. So I gave myself the theme of talking about normal and what normal is and going back to normal and the new normal, and how the word normal has just cropped up a lot more in the media. I think it will be nice to look back on. This is my personal history. This is how me and my boyfriend and my family and my friends lived through a pandemic that closed the world down. 2020 has been a roller coaster, and whilst this video serves like no purpose immediately, I guess, other than being self-indulgent and a bit rambly, in the long term, looking back at where I was 16 weeks into this is going to be really interesting because I'm so behind on watching YouTube. I'm watching videos from 2.5 months ago and people are talking about how it's been 4 weeks in lockdown and that's a really long time, and I'm like, oh cute, you think that was a long time. If you've made it this far through the video, thank you. It's been very self-indulgent and I appreciate that you just accepted that. I don't know how else to word it, but yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you and the ones you love are happy, healthy and staying safe. I hope you're having a great day and I'll see you next time. Bye.